everyone, it's Stephanie Ketcher at Remax and love living in Kitchener-Waterloo. Today I want to talk about listing a home for $1. So I know it sounds crazy. Who lists a house for $1? I've done it. It definitely was an unusual situation and something I probably would not do again. But what happened is my clients were looking for something to attract people to their home. Now, I'll bring you back a bit. This happened in 2008. So, very long time ago in real estate terms, the market is very, very different from then. Right now, people are definitely listing homes for less than what they expect to get for those homes, but no one expects to just get $1 or a little bit over. At that time though, my clients were trying out something new. They had been on the market for about a month or so. So this is a home that was sold in Kitchener, detached, 3-bedroom, lovely home. We had listed originally for $314,900. My clients had purchased another home already and wanted to make sure that they had their home sold so they could go to the next home. This was also back in the day when we were able to do a condition of sale. Also something that currently in today's market here in Kitchener-Waterloo isn't happening very often. So my clients have their home purchased conditional upon selling theirs. We were getting some showings here and there, but nothing super attractive. No offers had come in yet. No one had even made a bid. So it was definitely time to mix it up a bit. We talked about doing a price reduction, and at that time my client looked at me and said, what if we list it for $1? What happens then? Well, let's go for it. I'm definitely interested in trying new tactics, making sure something works for my clients and seeing what happens. My clients had their home ready. They were prepared for tons of showings, so we did it. Lowered the price down from the $314,900 right down to $1, and it garnered huge interest. So I got well over 100 calls. I'll be honest, more calls than I can handle myself. I did have other people help me return the calls from the office because I couldn't return all the calls from people who wondered what was going on. A lot of realtors asking what was happening, a lot of clients wanting to see a home for $1, what it would be worth. We received about 16 offers, all that bogus kind of offer, $5, $10, all cash, $20, I'll buy that house. So those things definitely happened as well. I got almost an immediate call from the Kitchener Real Estate Board and was told that that was not allowed to be done. We could not list a home for $1. So it was very short-lived. I only had the home on open market for $1 for a little over a day, about a day and a half it was listed. Then we had to expire the listing. So I still had all these calls coming in, all kinds of people who wanted to see the home still. Photos looked great. Home was fantastic. I was still able to bring people in who had called from that time. I relisted the property at $304,900, which was the original price reduction we had discussed, $10,000 less than the original asking to draw the attention. Wasn't quite the same attention that $1 drew, but we definitely got people who'd come into the home after they had seen that home listed for $1. Tons and tons of viewings, tons and tons of calls, and eventually we did end up selling that home for $302,500. So my clients were very happy. They got over the $300,000 that they wanted. And in this particular transaction, the buyer had even offered the seller some meat from his deli. So it was a very, very interesting transaction. And that's what happened when I listed a home for $1. So it is possible to do something unique to draw attention. I've been known to do a couple of things like that, short open houses, or I did one where we only did an open house. So the sellers only wanted people to come in during the open house when I was there to be with them. So we did a 6-hour open house that ended up in 16 offers and selling for $80,000 over asking. So there are definitely some tactics that can work, and they are specific to each home and specific to each seller. Definitely to be comfortable with whatever sales tactic we choose, but I am willing to do something a little more unusual to make sure that the house gets sold. If you want to know more about the real estate market in Kitchener-Waterloo, my tips for buyers, my tips for sellers, I'm going to have some programs coming out for buyers and for sellers shortly. That's going to have some very specific videos to a transaction and what I do in those transactions for you. Some of those videos will be private for my clients only. And I'm also going to have some videos about the market and all about what it's like to live in Kitchener-Waterloo. So subscribe to my videos online at YouTube, and I'll definitely be posting them also on IGTV and Facebook. So remember, there's always fun to be had in real estate. Let's get together and have a laugh.